Solar Club's goal is to be able to give engineering and hands-on opportunity for students who have a passion in this subject and help them succeed in the future. Our eventual goal is to be able to attend the American Solar Car Challenge and participate with our own built solar car. My name is Jason Chung and I'm currently a junior studying at Pacific Academy, Irvine. I am also the co-founder and president of Solar Club at PA. Throughout the past year, we have helped members learn different lessons in Python as well as building their own remote-controlled vehicle as a starter project.
When we had the idea to establish Pacific Academy Solar Car Club was because we have a group of students who is very, very passionate about cars, about STEM and the machine. So we think it will be cool if we can create this club for students to learn how to build a car from scratch.
I'm Michael Chan and I'm the treasurer and designer of this club. So I decided to join this club because I've always loved cars ever since I was 3. So I decided to put that to use in this car. When designing this, I used a very simple software called Tinkercad. It's a website and it's very easy to use. But for the actual solar car, I'm going to be using more advanced software such as Solid Edge or Fusion 360. The hardest part of designing this car was figuring out the dimensions. So what I ended up doing was just looking at internet images of like an FIA go-kart chassis and just trying to mimic it. We didn't have a tube bender, so we just used all angles instead. And I designed it with round tubes, but then Coach Jerry told us that using these square tubes were actually much easier. When designing this battery, I didn't really know what to do because we didn't know the number of batteries we needed or the size of the batteries. So I just ended up designing the car and trying to figure out the batteries later on. And what we ended up doing was we put 2 under the steering wheel and 4 all the way back there.
My name is George Pan and I'm in 7th grade. I joined the Solar Club for a challenge. I've had previous experience with making a car out of scratch, so I wanted to work with other people to try to make something even more impressive. There's also an electrical aspect of this club, which I never had experience of before. So I try to learn about how to deal with electrical and power the car with batteries and stuff like that.
My name is Scott, and I am in 7th grade. I joined the PA Solar Club to have an experience in building cars like these. This is a rare opportunity that I think is definitely worth taking advantage of to learn these valuable skills.
It is a huge project. It involves a lot of resources. First, we need to have a location where we can build our car. And then we need to have a coach who can guide our students. We also need teachers and the staff who are willing to dedicate their time on the weekends. And parents' support is also very, very important. We are very lucky that we resolve all these problems and then we are able to create the Pacific Academy Solar Car team about 1.5 years ago.
My name is Antoinette Liu. I am a senior at Pacific Academy. I am also the secretary and co-founder of the Pacific Academy Solar Car Club. The reason why I chose to join Pacific Academy Solar Car Club is because I'm really interested in learning about cars. I've always been wondering how cars worked and all the different parts and also how to use tools. I think it's very interesting. Welding! So most of the welding on this cart were done by me. I was mainly in charge of the welding because I was the first one to get in touch with that, and welding requires a lot of practice, and I think I was the most familiar with this, so I just kept going with welding. The frame, for example, was all built by us. We had to cut each piece of metal individually, and then we had to weld them together. So this cart I built, I'm very proud of it because it's like our baby. We built it from scratch and spent months and months doing this cart, and overall I think it was so worth it because we learned so much out of it. I cherish this cart a lot because we spent a lot of time and effort and resources on it. Look, Miss Kelly signed it. In fact, we all signed the cart. For example, Sophia here, my signature is here, Jill. And if you look around the cart, everyone has signed and drawn something on the cart. So this cart is like our creation, and I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud of it.
My name is Jill Liu. I am currently a sophomore at Pacific Academy. And the main reason I joined Solar Car Club at Pacific Academy is because of my interest in renewable energy and seeing it as the future of like everything around us. And something I really enjoy about this whole experience is that it has taught me that I am capable of building things and creating things all on my own, but working together truly does create such a huge improvement since everyone can equally help and put in their own ideas to make something better or fix a solution altogether.
My name is Nikki, and why I joined Solar Club is because I thought the idea and the concept behind making a solar car very interesting.
Wow, look at this. It's unbelievable. My kids are so lucky to be in PA. They create such a wonderful opportunity for him to actually create such a machine. Thank you so much.
I'm Patrick Galb, the current Vice President of Solar Club. Ever since completing the go-kart that we have been working on for so long, I've felt pride and excitement like never before. I've learned to grind and weld and several more things, such as collaborate with other people to complete a project. I also have overcome many challenges, such as learning to use these power tools and also getting over the fear of hurting myself when using them. When I applied to colleges, I talked about all of these on my applications. I talked about all the new things I've learned, the stories I experienced, and the challenges I have overcome. This is not just a short one-year project. This is something that many people will work on for several years. This is something that you will have to put your dedication to, something you have to commit to, something that you have to spend hours a week to work on. But by the time you are done, I promise you, you will not regret any of the time you spent here.